So, one big question a lot of people have is what does the future hold when it comes to AI, when it comes to Hollywood? How much of an influence, or how much involvement is AI going to have? You know, we got the writer's strike going on right now, and there's a lot of reports going around that AI could easily, take over temporarily, as best as it could, the writing jobs of these people that are on strike. I mean, Neon and Geeky did a video where Neon basically said he used one of the more, I guess you could say, freeable and usable, user friendly, I guess, AIs out there to write a script for Star Wars. From what he knew of and everything, like the current continuity and all that. And long story short, he said that it actually turned out a very good script, one that people would actually enjoy and actually make sense in a way, fills in gaps and stuff. You know, so when he said that, in my opinion, to me that really kind of spoke volumes because honestly, if a free user friendly AI is able to do that, if you will, it's able to do that. Basically be able to put a script together based on something like Star Wars and make it sound and look good. You know, then what else can AI do? I mean, we already know people don't like AI's involvement with artwork because it basically will, take like certain photographs or certain artwork and change it up to where it may look good, and everything, or it may look more realistic. And sometimes it may make, whatever character, whether it's an OC of somebody's original character or an established IP character that they're doing fan art of, look, horrendous and stuff. So, you have people that don't like the AI stuff when it comes to art, but overall, you have to really be curious, though. You have to really be curious. It's like, how far reaching will it go? Like, how far will Hollywood, take it, in the near future? Especially when it comes to trying to combat strikes like what's going on right now and potential future strikes. Like, you got the Producers Guild that's got a negotiation coming up that they need to make with the same people that the Writers Guild are striking against because they couldn't get something done. Then you got the Directors Guild and stuff like that, the Actors Guild. You have to wonder how far reaching will Hollywood take AI in these kind of situations, because if they're willing to maybe do what, let's say, Neon used as an example in doing with the AIs, in this kind of a situation, then you never know. You never know what the possibilities could be. I mean, we pretty much already have an example. We not have, but we already pretty much have gotten an example of it somewhat in the past several years. Like the digitizing of bringing back actors or actresses that are no longer with us to make like small cameos or appearances, in movies, or finish up, roles in the movies in case that actor or actress passed on during production or whatever, or post-production. You also have, AIs that have, already established the fact that they can resurrect the voices of past actors and actresses to add new lines to for characters that they used to voice in animated movie franchises or shows, to bring them back for at least a cameo or so to say those lines and interact with the other characters that are involved. So so AI has been around for a while, but it's becoming more prevalent than ever before. Not just out in Hollywood, but outside of it as well. So the question is, how far-reaching will it go? I mean, like how far will studios take AI in these kind of situations? Like, will they take it to replace an actor or an actress in case that actor or an actress falls ill or injured or whatever, or they have to be in court and maybe they can't, get out of these court things, and it interferes with, their shooting schedule, and they want to get the movie out, at a certain time. Will AI come to the rescue? Will AI, digitally put that actor or actress in to finish that scene, or at least the movie and the scenes they're involved in? How far reaching will it go? Like how far will Hollywood and these studios go when it comes to utilizing AI? And the same goes for people that, do artwork and, custom stories and all that of all kinds, as commissions. Like how far will they take AI, when it comes to wanting to get, certain jobs done or commissions done in a timely manner? And to me, when I look at the future of AI when it comes to Hollywood, I honestly don't think, and this is just my opinion, right, just my opinion, I don't think AI is going to totally take over Hollywood. I really don't. I think if anything, it's, AI is going to be basically something that, studios will resort to as a last resort. Like with the Writers Guild, like if they can't get a deal reached within, like, say, the next 2 weeks or a couple weeks or a couple months, I could see them saying, you know what, we got a schedule to keep. We're not going to fall behind. I knew she was, like I was saying, sorry about that. But like I was saying, I could see them using as a last resort AIs to finish script writing and all that, for upcoming shows or movies, so they don't fall behind. Like, again, as I was mentioning before I had that phone interruption, basically I could see them, if they can't get a deal made with the Writers Guild, they could be like, okay, enough of this, enough of this crap. We're not going to fall behind because these people want things that, yes, they do have the rights to have, but right now is not the best time to, give it to them financially. I could see studios being like, let's bring out the AIs, let's bring them out, and let's see what they can do. Maybe they might do a better job, who knows? And I could see that. I could see it being a last resort if, let's say, the Producers Guild or the Directors Guild, goes on strike. I could see it being a last resort in that case if they can't get a deal made, in those scenarios, which I think they're already probably in the process of making deals to ensure a strike doesn't happen. I could see it being a last resort. Again, I could see it being a last resort, for, finishing a scene with an actor or an actress that may be that might, be unable to appear due to maybe injury, illness, family, personal family tragedy, or, personal family business or whatever, or, they got a court hearing or whatever the case may be. I could see them as a last resort to stay on schedule. I could see them utilizing AI to digitally put that actor or actress back in the movie, with their likeness, and finish out the scene, script and all, lines and all, I should say. The same, the same could be, said for, like I said, voice actors and actresses. I could see them, basically, the voice actors and actresses, if same scenario, if they're injured, ill, they have a personal family issue to deal with, or, let's say maybe even, or they have to appear in court, or let's say the actor or an actress that was famous for voicing a certain character has passed on. I could see them resorting to, AI to, digitally use those voices of the actors and actresses. I mean, Clownfish TV's already, talking about it in a recent video about, AI, studios like, let's say, Disney, wanting to go that route, just in case. But I only see it as last resorts, because I don't really see any of the studios like Disney. I don't see any of the studios like Warner Brothers, Universal, Paramount, or any of them. I don't see them, abandoning the traditional old school ways, to go completely artificial intelligence. I don't see that. What I see them doing, basically, is just looking at AIs as last resorts. That's what I see. So do I think they'll abandon the old school ways, traditional old school ways of filming and script writing and all that? No. But I think they might, look at AI as a last resort if certain situations come up, like strikes or other, unforeseen circumstances. But I don't think AIs are going to take over completely. I really don't. I think, if anything, I think the AIs, like I said, are going to be a last resort. And that would only be to try to stay on schedule to get certain things out on a timely manner. That's what I see, studios doing when it comes to AIs. But yeah, that's really all I could say on it. But let me know what your thoughts are. What do you think the future is with the AIs? Do you think studios in Hollywood will resort more in that direction, as a primary source of getting things done? Or do you think they might just look at it as a last resort in case things like a strike or whatever unfortunate circumstances beyond their control occurs? And do you think anybody that does commissions, writing commissions or artistic commissions may resort to that as well, in case they do fall behind and they want to try to get things done in a timely manner? Let me know down below in the comments, as well as in the live chat during the premiere. Like the video, and also support me in the areas in the description box. Click on any one of those, be greatly appreciated. And until next time, guys, talk to you all later. But give me your thoughts. How do you think AI is going to be utilized in the future? And until then, I am out.